Okay, example 4.1, case A. Case A, for both n are fixed at 0. Okay, so solve ut equal to kuxx. This is a heat equation subject to u0t equal to 0. That means at x equal to 0, the temperature equal to 0. And ult equal to 0. End of wire at length L, x equal to L, the temperature equal to 0. So both ends are kept at 0 degrees Celsius. And ux0, this is the initial condition. At t equal to 0, the temperature given equal to Fx. Okay, so to answer this question, first we write uxt in terms of x and t, x times t. And then we find uxx. Find uxx, okay, because here we have uxx, so that's why we need to find uxx in terms of x and t. At uxx equal to x double prime t. Okay, and then here in heat equation we have t, ut. So find ut, x t prime, we get x t prime. Okay, and then replace these two equations into heat equation. We get x t prime equal to k u xx. uxx replaced by x double prime t. Okay, and then divide. Okay, x double prime divide by x, so we get this one. T prime divide by kt, so we get t prime over kt. Okay, so this equation we equate to rho. Okay, so to satisfy with the condition u go to 0 as t go to infinity, we take value rho equal to negative lambda squared, because when we solve for lambda squared, we will get the answer in terms of cos and sine times exponent negative lambda squared t. So when we replace by t by infinity, we can get in terms of cos and sine. So we can write in Fourier series. If we choose rho equal to rho equal to lambda squared, we cannot get u equal to 0. And also when we choose rho equal to 0, we cannot get u equal to 0. So the best choice is rho equal to negative lambda square. Okay, so substitute negative lambda square into x double prime and t prime, and then write in auxiliary or characteristic equation. For x double prime, we get m squared plus lambda squared equal to 0. Solve this one, we get m equal to plus minus lambda I, so this answer will m will give the answer for x equal to a1 cos lambda x plus a2 sin lambda x. For t prime k lambda squared t, we replace t prime by m k lambda squared. So when we solve, we get m equal to negative k lambda squared. So this m will give answer t equal to p exponent negative k lambda square. Okay, combine these two answers, so we get u equal to a1 cos lambda x plus a2 sin lambda x from here, time b exponent negative k lambda squared t from here. Okay, now use the given boundary condition where u0t equal to 0, ult equal to 0. So first boundary u0t, we replace u0t in term of x and t. So at x equal to 0, x equal to 0, x t equal to 0. X of 0, t of t equal to 0 implies that x of 0 equal to 0 for some arbitrary t of t. Okay, because t of t is not equal to 0. So that means x of 0 equal to 0. X of 0 equal to 0. So we substitute. Just now we get x of x equal to E1 cos lambda x plus E2 sin lambda x. So when we substitute this x by 0 and this x by 0, A2 sin 0 equal to 0, cos 0 equal to 1. So x of 0 equal to A1 or A1 equal to 0. Okay, and then write back x of x equal to A1. A1 we replace by 0. Okay, so x of x equal to A1 cos lambda x plus A2 sin lambda x. This A1 we substitute by 0. So this term will cancel. We only get A2 sin lambda x. Okay, so the final answer for x of x is A2 sin lambda x. Okay, next use the second boundary condition at x equal to L or ULT equal to x of L, t of t equal to 0. This is given in the question. So x of L equal to 0 for some arbitrary t of t, because t of t is not equal to 0. This t of t is not equal to 0 implies that x of L equal to 0. Okay, why we state that t of t is not equal to 0? Because if t of t equal to 0, we cannot get the answer of u of x of t. We cannot get the answer of in term of t. So that's why we state t of t is not equal to 0. Substitute into the solution of x of x. Of x of x, just now we get A2 sin lambda x. So this x now we replace by L. We get A2 sin lambda L. Replace x by L. And then given in the question, at x equal to L, x equal to 0. Okay. Okay, now if A2 equal to 0, we cannot get the answer for x because A1 just now in first solution we get A1 equal to 0. So if A2 also equal to 0, we cannot get the solution for x. So that means we need to let sin lambda L equal to 0. Okay, so we put sin lambda L equal to 0. Okay, A2 is not equal to 0. Mean sin lambda L equal to 0. And then we know that sin n pi for n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on is equal to 0. So we compare these two terms. Compare lambda L and n pi. So from here we can find lambda. Lambda is equal to n pi over L. Okay, now write in general solution. For n equal to 1, 2, 3, the solution of x, we get a x in, okay, x we change to xn, equal to En. Okay, A2 we replace by En, and then sine n pi l. This is the value of lambda. Lambda equal to n pi l times x. For t, we write Tn equal to Bn, exponent negative k lambda. So lambda replaced by n pi over l square t. Okay, now combine these two answers. So we get Un equal to xn Tn. Xn equal to En sin n pi over Lx. Tn equal to Bn exponent negative k n pi over L square t. Okay, En times Bn, constant times constant, we get new constant. So we write as Cn. En times Bn equal to Cn, exponent negative k n pi over L squared t times sin n pi over Lx. For n equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, then by using theorem 4.1, superposition principle, we can combine all the u in summation. Okay, so by using superposition principle, this Un that we get just now, we can write in summation. Okay, write summation from 1 to infinity. Okay, replace n equal to 1, 2, 3 in this term of summation from 1 to infinity. Cn exponent negative k n pi over L squared t sin n pi x over L. Okay, so by using the first initial condition at x0 at t equal to 0, given u temperature equal to f of x. So u x0 equal to fx equal to Cn sin n pi x over L. Okay, this is a Fourier sine series that we learned in chapter 3. Okay, Cn pretend like a Bn in sine series. To find Cn, use formula Bn. Okay, you can refer into chapter 3. So we get Cn equal to find Cn, we use the formula 2 over L, okay, value L, 0 to L, fx sin n pi x over L dx.